What is up, everybody? On today's live stream, I am going to be using our favorite software, Dealmachine, and I am going to pull a list of some type of motivated seller. I want you guys to help me pull that list, and then we're going to get on the phone using the Dealmachine dialer, and we're going to just dial some phone numbers and see if we can get anyone online and see if we can buy some houses or some land, get them under contract, and then flip them. We are going to dial for wholesaling deals. You guys ready to do this? All right. Apex says he is present, bro. A lot more people are going to jump in here. He says, let me learn from you. All right. Hey, well, we can all learn from each other. So, guys, this is Dealmachine. This is my favorite lead gen software. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to pull a list. But actually, first, I need to go live on Facebook. So give me a quick second to make sure I go live so everyone on Facebook can watch me. They can ask questions. So if you guys have any questions, tell me in the chat. We are now live on Facebook. So here on Dealmachine, guys, what kind of leads should we pull? You guys tell me. So quick filters. We can do expired listings. Should we call expired listings today? That's pretty cool. What about absentee owners? Maybe we want to call some sub 2 deals, do some low equity sub 2 deals. Tax delinquents, great, behind on their taxes. Pre-foreclosures, behind on their mortgage. They're tough to get on the phone, but if you can get them on the phone, you sure have a deal. We can do zombie properties. Ooh, what are zombie properties? Properties that are vacant because the foreclosure process has started, but has not been completed, leaving the property in state of limbo. I like that they have little descriptions there. Probates, people in a family that have passed away. Guys, there's so many leads. So yeah, guys, tell me in the chat, which one should we do? Which one should we do? KJ wants to do absentee owners. That's not a bad list either. That's what I love about this. Then we're going to go in, guys, and what we're going to do is we're going to filter this list. So I have some secret filters that I like to use that I'll show you. So depending on the type of list you pull, I really like to go down into rehab and repair. And then I like to go to the building condition. And I like to click like unsound, poor building condition. These are a little confusing. But unsound, poor, maybe you can throw in like average if you want. This really helps you narrow down to ugly homes, and it works really well. Now, on another video, guys, what we're going to do. So yeah, you can filter lists this way. I like that list. We'll filter out a couple more things too. You can even use their AI feature right here. So that's a brand new feature. I'm actually going to make a review video about their AI. Ryan wants to try their AI features. So what you can do is super cool. You can here's a distressed AI. So it has like ChatGPT type thing built into it. So I could, for example, let's say good for wholesaling. It says, analyze the provided data to identify properties that would be good wholesale deals. Focus on properties with potential for a profit margin over 20K based on estimated repair costs, market after repair values, whatever, potential to acquire the property below market value. You could even add some things like, look for properties where the roof is missing some shingles or the grass is overgrown, and it will use satellite view and AI to build your own custom list. So that's a list that just you can attack. A lot of times, guys, like our issue that we may come across if we can get someone on the phone, and I'll teach you guys about what dialers to use. I'll teach you about like what scripts and what to say here on this live stream. But if we can get someone on the phone, maybe they're already called by someone. Likelihood of you getting a unique person on the phone from an AI list is super high because no one else is calling that list. It's your own custom list. So we're going to test that out in another video. If you want me to do a full video on that, like a full edited video, and spend some of my hard-earned money to make you some AI lists, let me know. All right. So did you guys decide on a list? I only have absentee owners in chat. Guys, you got to give me some few more lists to use. So we're going to do more filters. We're going to filter for ugly homes. What other filters do I like to use? There's a few other ones that sometimes I like to click. The rehab one is really my favorite. All right, I need a couple more options here in the chat, guys. I'm just gonna choose one. All right, what zip code? So many good zip codes that I like to call in Dallas, Fort Worth. I'm gonna call South Dallas is my bread and butter. Do we want to call some South Dallas leads? You know what? I'm gonna call some properties closer to where I actually own some investment properties. 75080. So let's call, see if we can get some ugly homes in 7985080. So we have 4,600 properties that have fit our ugly home criteria in this zip code. So then what I'm gonna want to do is pull a list. So Hydra wants vacant plus 5-year owner type individual. Vacant 5+ year owner type. You can get so specific with these lists. Dude, that's a very specific list. Lewis is a simple man. He just said expired. All right, we're gonna start with something simple. Vacant 5+. We'll pull a few lists. All right. I can't be on this live stream too long, guys. I have to run over to one of my rental properties and show it to a tenant. But let's just start with something simple. Expired listings. What's an expired listing? Properties that were listed for sale, but the listing agreement has expired without the property being sold. These have a higher likelihood of someone answering. A pre-foreclosure, they're getting calls all day long. People are bothering them. You know, they have, debt collectors after them. These people are likely to answer. So they listed their house on MLS. It didn't sell. Their agent failed them. I have 34 properties that fit our list here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just add these properties to our list. But unfortunately, I have this AI thing up here. So let's get rid of that. Build list. Confirm list. Now, what I love about Dealmachine, guys, and yes, I'm affiliated with Dealmachine, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. And if you use my link in the description, I do get paid a little bit of money if you sign up using my link. But what I like about Dealmachine is the numbers are already skip traced for you. So it's free skip tracing. It's sick. And it's telling me which ones are DNCs. And I probably don't want to call DNCs. So here you can scrub for DNC. They added that feature because I told them to add that feature. All right, so I'm going to get on a phone right now. And I'm going to call. You guys let me know if you can hear it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Hopefully we don't have any problems with audio input. So here, I'm going to play a Rickroll video on YouTube. And you guys tell me if you can hear it. Rickroll. All right, you guys ready? Tell me if you can hear this. Oh, can you hear the ad? Oh shit, this is gonna get demonetized. Did you guys hear that? Tell me in the chat yes or no if you heard it. If you guys couldn't hear it, I'll make sure you guys can hear the phone calls coming in. Oh, we can't hear. Okay, good. This is why we ask before we start messing with settings and audio. I appreciate you guys. Let me make sure that you guys can get audio coming in. So let's put on that. Cool. And if you guys can't hear that, well, then I can just call these numbers with my cell phone, which was not ideal. Or I can use a Google Voice account. All right, hopefully that works. Okay. All right, you want to try one more Rickroll? You know what? Let's listen to Maximilian Deer so this video doesn't get demonetized. Can you hear Maximilian Deer? You guys tell me if you can hear me. All right, which video? Which one's a great video? This one's great. Can you hear this? Let me know if you can hear this. Could you hear me? Hopefully this is a yes. Dang it. No. All right, we're going to call them with our cell phone. So that's fine. We'll figure it out next time. You got to love StreamYard, man. Come on, StreamYard. They should make that easy. They really don't make that easy on you. I would have no idea how to have that work. So we will just call on our cell phone. Anyways, so what I like about Dealmachine, another cool thing is they have a built-in dialer. So you could just, pull up any of these properties, be like, okay, cool, I want to call this one. Like we literally skip trace this property. Here it is. You can pull up all the information. It's actually a piece of land. Interesting. Thought we were calling houses, but hey, I'll call some land. And you get all the information on it, which is nice. But what I really like is there is the built-in dialer. So I click here. Now, unfortunately, you guys can't hear it, so I'll call them on my cell phone. It's not ringing yet, but like you literally have their phone number. So it makes your life so easy. I don't need to like pull a list, then skip trace it, then throw it into a dialer. It's all built in. Now you have to pay a little bit extra for the dialer, or you have to pay like per call, really cheap per call. But yeah, that's about it. Now this one's not doing anything. It's not ringing yet. So I'm gonna hang up. Hang up. Hang up. All right. This one doesn't want to hang up. All right. You can just jump to the next one and call your heart out. So now it's ringing. Finally got one ringing. So it would be 972. So it's really nice. You just open up the lead, got all the information. And I know you guys can't hear it, so I'll start calling my phone after this. I like when software is easy. I mean, sure, maybe you can get a more effective software suite if you use 3. And then the AI actually records your voice message and leaves notes, which is really cool. Hi, my name is Maximilian Deer. I was reaching out about your property on Spruce Drive. I, heard, you might be open to selling. I know it was listed on MLS. I'm an investor, would love to maybe make you an offer. I'm also a licensed agent, so I'm easy to talk to. You're not getting hit up by some random guy. So would love to talk to you more about your property. I own some houses in that area. I'm a UTD grad and would love to see if maybe I can work out a deal. So thank you so much. That's it. So then you just leave your voice message. You can leave, how was your call? No answer. And then it's going to go into your little mini CRM. So it's really, really simple. I like when life is simple. Guys, so why are we calling expired listings that are ugly homes? This is such a good list. Such a good list. So these properties, for example, all these houses are ugly. So here, let's or not all of them, but it's actually pretty good. I'm surprised at how good their ugly homes filter is. So we have 1204 Spruce Drive. All right. So I'm going to open up Propelio, which I like to use for comping. And then I'm going to use my phone and just start dialing away. Should probably use Google Voice, but whatever. 1204 Spruce Drive. So this house in Richardson. Well, that one's been fixed up. And that's sometimes what's going to happen. So sometimes with the ugly homes list, what will happen is you will get homes that have been fixed up and flipped. So you're like, oh, well, they used to be ugly and the data's not sure about it. So this is an example of a house that was flipped. What we can do is we can go back into the more filters and try to filter those out. So we can try to filter out homes that were sold within a certain period of time and stuff so that we don't get houses that have been flipped, because that will happen. So I can help you guys out with that if you guys come across a situation. So for example, this one, this is just an ugly house and it has not been flipped. So sometimes you'll get flips in there, but you can just mess around with the more settings to get rid of those. Anyways, all right, let's just get calling. You guys ready to call some leads? I'm just going to have to just dial away, I guess, on my cell phone. This sort of sucks. I thought the Dealmachine had a copy feature in it also. Yeah, I think they do, but I don't know how good their MLS data is. So Texas is a non-disclosure state. So outside of Texas, comping is really easy. But for a state like Texas, it's really tough. So you have to use a software that has direct MLS tie-ins. Propelio does. If you're outside of there, then yeah, their data's solid. All right, so I'm just going to call down the list. Probably going to get freaking my cell phone on spam, but that's all good. Yeah, guys, feel free to keep asking questions. Sometimes the live streams are lit. Other times it's just me dialing. Unfortunately, that's just life. That's a bad number. Let's try some more. I hate typing in phone numbers. It's so much easier just to click call and go. X Leads is really good. I have a review coming out soon. And then I'm going to make a comparison video between Dealmachine and X Leads, because they both have their pros and cons. So it just depends what you're looking for. But Zach has a great software, without a doubt. All right, Sabrina. A lot of these are DNC. I'm not going to tell you guys to call DNC, but you're treading on risky waters, because you're not technically selling a product or a service if you're just offering to buy someone's house. So there is some case law that says, hey, wholesalers shouldn't get in trouble for calling DNC. But at the same time, you're calling DNC, so you're playing with fire. And I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not an attorney. Just know that I've gotten in trouble for calling DNC before. And yeah, exactly. I'm a licensed agent, so I ain't going to call no DNC. But hey, someone like Peter, the government's looking at you right now, Peter. Peter likes to call DNC. So unfortunately, I'm going to skip through the DNC, but you guys make your own decision and look up your own case law to see if DNC is right for you. I sound like such a this is not investment advice type guy. Here in a little bit, I'm going to talk to you guys about my software suites that I'm.
You've reached the Blue Baller. Leave me a message and I'll call you back.
Hi, my name is Maximilian Deer. I was reaching out about your property. I saw it was listed and now it's no longer for sale. I'm an investor. I have some houses in that zip code near UT Dallas, and I would love to maybe make you an offer on your property. I'm a cash buyer. I'm also a licensed agent, so you're not talking to some random guy, and would love to meet you in the area and see if maybe we can make a deal work. Thank you so much. Bye. Then you would just follow up with the text. So here in a little bit, guys, I'm going to talk to you about my recommended software suites for you guys. So it's like, hey, Max, I have $0. What software should I use? I'll tell you what I think. Max, I have $500 a month. What software should I use? Max, I'm a high baller. I got like $5K a month to spend. What should I do? So we'll talk about that here in a second. Let me try to get someone on the phone. The Dealmachine dialer, guys, is nice because it's a power dialer. So that doesn't mean it's calling multiple lines at once. That's a multi-line dialer. A power dialer is nice because you click call, let's say this property right here. I know you guys can't hear it, which good job, StreamYard. And then once you're done with it, it will just call the next, and then call the next, and then call the next. That's a power dialer. It's auto calling. So right now it's ringing. We're trying to get a hold of Dane. Come on, Dane. Dane has you see that house looks flipped, right? So that's probably not going to be the best call. So it hangs up. And then if you tweak the settings, it will just power dial the next one. So you can exit out here and you can just start and call the entire list. So that's a power dialer. Guys, a multi-line dialer. For example, one of my recommended multi-line dialers would be batch dialer. Costs a little bit of money, but you can then call like 3 lines at once. Some of them go up to 10 lines at once. I think that's overkill. 3 lines at once, super cool. So you could pull up a list of like 500 numbers and fly through that in a couple hours. It's pretty cool. But some people say that it does make you come into spam more often. So that's why Dealmachine decided just to do a single line power dialer, because this is a solid dialer. Your number won't often get marked as spam. So I'm just going to dial away here on the software. Then I'll do some on my phone. We'll trade it up. Better to ask for forgiveness and permission when calling DNC. I guess. Just don't start selling them on something. We're calling Maria. We got the information on her property. Says how much equity she has. Says her original loan balance. This could be a good sub-2 deal, except she has a little bit too much equity. So probably a hybrid if you do have to go creative or innovation. You try to do cash. And Maria's not going to answer. That's the one thing I do like about PPL is they do answer a lot more often. Here, you just got to like have a podcast on the side, have some work on the side, and just be dialing away, then jump back on. If you guys have questions, perfect time to ask. I don't want to talk to a Google Voice number. That sucks. Olga. Let's see Olga's house. Says who the listing agent was. Likely owner is her. So who am I calling? We're going to try a different list here right now. I'm not having any luck with the expired listings. Do you JV with people? Dude, I JV with people every day. That's all I do is JV. JV is my middle name. It actually isn't. I should really change my middle name to JV. That'd be a cool middle name. All right, so let's filter out expired listings. Let's do some pre-foreclosures. Maybe some tax delinquents. Ooh, some tax delinquents are solid. And then what we're going to do is you can add a filter, and I'm going to look for properties sale history, and I want properties where the last sale date is before is pretty much before this year. Okay, Max, what the hell are you talking about? If a flipper bought the house this year, it's now not going to come up. So I'm only going to look at houses that have not been flipped. This is a little cool trick I taught myself. So now we're only going to find ugly houses, and they're not going to have been flipped. So we have 287 tax delinquent ugly houses. So we're going to go build our list, confirm build, and we're going to call through some of these. I'll make sure to get the mic working for the next one. Sorry, guys. Okay. Dude, PPL's nice. I just called one guy right now and he answered. I was like, yes. We couldn't negotiate a deal, but it was still good to have him on the phone. Where can I submit? Dude, the Discord. Go into the Discord. Hop in the Discord. If you have a lead, we mostly just do Dallas-Fort Worth. That's our bread and butter. So you can submit a house lead right here, a land lead right here, a creative lead anywhere in the US, or the stuff outside of DFW you can submit here. You put it in here. These are all leads that people have submitted. So for example, Peter has a ton of leads in here. I won't show his leads. And my team will comp it, and then we'll help you get under contract. We'll put the EMD and option in for free. We won't charge you. We'll send all the information and title, and then we'll try to sell it. You know, it's a 50-50 chance if we can sell it. But if we can sell it, we get you paid. If we can't sell it, I don't really know if anyone can sell it, right? Just sometimes we just don't get it cheap enough, or something's wrong with the house, or maybe there's title issues with the land. It happens, but more often than not, we sell our deals. So we got our new list, the tax delinquent ugly houses. Well, let's give them a call. They make such a nice little sound. I know you guys can't hear it. It's like da 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 da. Thanks, Peter. Peter's one of the best wholesalers in the Discord. We have a couple of his deals that are tied up in title issues, and he's got unlucky on a few, but we've got him some money. It just, man, good news on Malvern though, Peter. Sort of good news. I'm slowly getting there. So I'm trying to get him paid. He also has a property that he sold on Canada. Not in Canada. The street's called Canada. There's 15 heirs. So I'm just going to talk to you guys while I'm dialing. Screw it. So Peter's got the worst luck. So Peter gets this land deal on this place called Canada, this street called Canada. And I don't know, I forgot what you got at, like 70 or something, and then like 90. So Peter made like 10 G's. I don't know. We all made some pretty good amount of money. I don't want to leave a message. And we sold it. Well, the guy who owned it, he died. And he has 15 kids. So now we have to go and find all 15 kids and divide up the profits between them. This dude was sleeping around, and no one knows where the kids are. So that one's going to be stuck in title issues for a while. Dude, it's worse than Parvia, Ryan. Ryan had the same deal with land. There was like 8 heirs. This one has 15 kids. We'll get it to the finish line. I was working on that today. No one's answering. Come on. I was working on that today. So I'm going to send it over to someone else, maybe. Peter. We'll get it to the finish line. Parvia closed? No way. Parvia finally closed? We worked on this land deal. What was it? 5 months? I'll make a video. Okay, I'll drop the video. It's going to come out soon. How much did you make on Parvia, Ryan? All right, Rakesh. Can you answer, Rakesh? You know, one thing I wish it highlighted the box that you were calling. So like I could, that's actually a little thing for Deal Machine. That would be sick because like I'm calling right now, and then if someone's gonna answer, I'm gonna be like, wait, who he's gonna be like, hi, who are you? I'm gonna be like, I'm calling about, and I don't know which one I'm calling about. So it should highlight the box you're calling. Oh, it does. Does it? Does it? Oh, maybe I'm stupid. Why was it not highlighting earlier? Anyways, they're smarter than me. Okay. Oh, Ryan, you made 8,750. Had to cover agent costs and some other stupid stuff. Geez. Oh, it's money. It's money. All right. Uruchi, answer. Let me get someone on the phone. 8,750 will buy you a lot of PPL leads, man. You probably get like 80 PPL leads. 80 PPL leads, you should be able to get frick 4 contracts. Maybe 2 of those should get to the finish line. So maybe 20K at least. So you should at least be able to probably 150% your money on ROI at least. That would I would hope. Damn, don't want to answer. Converted to 12K Canadian. That makes it feel better, doesn't it? You keep telling yourself at night that you made 12K. I should start to do that. I'm start converting my my wholesaling salaries into like Zimbabwean Rakeshes or whatever whatever the hell they make their money on. Hey, cool! I made $7 billion today. Wonderful. Okay, dude, they don't want to answer. It's sort of meditating though. PPL is so high stress. Like, I gotta call right now. Get lock up this lead. This is sort of meditating. I'm vibing. Oh, you're gonna convert it into pesos? That's a good idea. It's a great idea. I know you want a Latina girl. You can go take a little trip down to Mexico City. Your 12K Canadian will go far. Oh. Hey Juan, my name is Maximilian Deer. I was reaching out about your property on Cottonwood. I'm an investor, just want to see if I can make you a cash offer. I'm also a licensed agent, so I'm not here to waste your time. I have some properties in the area near UT Dallas and would love to buy some more. Thank you for your time. Hang on. Sort of cool that they transcribe everything for you. And then you can just keep power dialing here if you wanted to. So I could call Juan's other number. It's usually the first number, but sometimes it could be the second or third. We're dialing away. We're dialing away. This is more VA work. This is why you may want to hire a VA at some point. So we're going to talk about in a second of, hey, Max, I have $0. Max, I got $5,000. What should I do? If you're at $5,000 a month, guys, VAs. Your time is valuable. You should be closing. You shouldn't be calling. But if you're not at that point yet, that's totally fine. We've all been here. But this is a sick setup for beginners because this is a cheap, effective setup. You asked for this 2 years ago, this would cost you minimum $1,000 a month, if not 2, 3, 4, 5,000. Like the fact that this is only $100 a month about is crazy. I'll show you the plans here right now, actually. Starting at 100, we'll say. All right. No luck yet. So let's say you're paying a monthly, so 120. But the thing is, you can export up to 10,000 leads. So 10,000 leads, skip tracing is about 10 cents a lead. That's $1,000 in skip tracing that you're getting included. And you're getting the ability to call. Now, the calling you have to pay for unless you get the dialer license, which is an extra $100. If not, you're paying like a few cents per call. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy that you can get all your leads, then you can call 10,000, and it's going to cost you a little bit over $100. I call it 200 for 250 bucks. Like you're set. And if you need more leads, like up to 30,000 exported leads, up to 50,000 total leads, like that's, you could be all in on this, like $300 a month, like crazy. Like that used to cost you probably close to, 3-4 grand. So it's really cool how democratizing wholesaling is getting. Everything's getting cheaper, which is better for us. Oh my God. Someone get on the phone. All right, guys, give me some budgets here in the chat. Say, hey, Max, I got this much money. What should I do? And we'll talk strategies. And then tell me what you're interested in. What strategy? See, look, it's not highlighting. Yeah, I want it to highlight. That'd be cool. It should highlight what lead I'm on, like that. Must. That's a must. Hey, is this Efren? Hey, how are you doing today, sir? I was actually calling about your house on a Weather Drive in Richardson. Well, I'm a real estate investor. I own a few properties around there, and I was just wondering if maybe you were open to selling. Did you remodel it because you're living there, or you were thinking about maybe you wanted to sell it? That's awesome. Did you do the work yourself? Oh, you do? Well, I need to hire you for my houses. What kind of, yeah, let me make sure I get you my number. What kind of work do you do? Wow. Are you a GC, sir? Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I've heard the name around for sure. Okay. For sure. Gotcha. Well, that's great. So yeah, I'll make sure to text you my number. I mean, do you come across maybe properties that would be good, real estate investment properties? I mean, I'm always looking for something to buy. Then you can be doing the work on them. Do you come across like ugly homes sometimes? Yeah. Well, good. I'm gonna send you my contact information. If you ever come across a house, I mean, I'll buy it. Then I can have you do the work. It was just one of my partners sent me a list of properties. I think, your house just came up on that list. Okay. Sure. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Send me the picture. Now it just says here, and I don't know. It could be wrong. That your house is like behind on taxes. Is that true, sir? Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think so. It seems like it wouldn't be. Yeah. 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 Wow. Yeah. No. I have a couple of those old '60s houses. I had to just redo the cast iron plumbing and put PVC up in Richardson. It's expensive. Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. Well, Efren, I'll make sure to send you some more information, and I'll get your new number as well, and then hopefully you can help me find some deals, and you can do the work. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Well, great. I have your number here, Efren. I'll make sure to follow up. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Okay. And good. Help me find some ugly houses. We can make a lot of money together. I'll buy them all. All right. Well, thank you, Efren. All right. Bye-bye. So I know you guys couldn't hear the exact call, and I'll make sure to get those settings fixed for the next one. But at least it's nice that you guys could see everything I was going. So it's nice that it transcribes the entire call for you. You can just say it's they're just not interested, and then it's gonna upload all that data for you and save it, which is cool. So guys, that lead called the guy. He just said, hey, I just made the house nice. He's a contractor. He's not a motivated seller. He wasn't actually tax delinquent, so the data is not perfect. It's never perfect. So hey, he's not the right seller. But I always try to make something out of every call. So it's like, hey man, you're a GC, you're a contractor. I always have properties. Maybe you can throw me some leads. I'll throw you some some referrals to my clients. Maybe you can do some of my work. So never let a call go to waste, but don't waste too much time on them at the same time. So if everyone wants to talk, I'll talk to him later. It's like, let's get going. Mark says he's currently running FB ads at 3K per month with Courtney and Alpha Media. Okay, I don't know them, but gotcha. 3K per month. It's not bad spend. And you're doing Facebook ads. We're in the early stage and the ads are still optimized. So I was wondering if you recommended speed to lead in the meantime. Yeah. It's never bad to have a couple, 2 or 3 different lead generation strategies, especially when you're out building, an expensive PPC campaign. So how many months into it are you? Are you seeing any good leads coming in? Or is it still like, hey, I'm getting a freaking trampoline park in, Kentucky, and I'm getting a swimming pool in Virginia, and you're still trying to like get those leads tailored down? Are you in that stage right now? Probably like months 2 or 3. PPC, I'm not an expert in at all. I'm not going to try to act like I am. So it's tough. Hopefully Courtney and Alpha Media are good, but yeah, it's never bad to spend some of that money on some PPL as well. I think PPL would be a pretty good fit. Yeah, just 1 month and it's still a little fluff. Yeah, I get it. Hopefully it starts to get better, and if it doesn't, try to find someone else. There's a lot of people who will help you with their PPC. I don't know anything about them. They could be the best. I just generally don't know. But yeah, not bad if you have the budget to spend a little bit on PPC. So let's talk about budgets here, guys. So, if I had no money, like $0, you guys literally have no money, you go door knock, you go drive for dollars, you go do bandit signs, or you do on-market wholesaling. You do call agents for pocket listings, or you're calling for sale by owner. Those are your four strategies. Call it 5 if you want. If you are dead ass broke, you use PropWire to pull leads. You can't skip trace them, so you're gonna have to find a buddy to skip trace your leads, or you use, your Google Voice for your dialer, and then for your CRM, you're using Google Sheets. You're broke. That's how you get started. You get one wholesale deal, you make 5-10 grand, you reinvest that in. Now you have some money. Okay, what should we do? Cold calling, text blasting, PPL as your next 3 was where you're going. That's where you're going next, guys. PPC, like Mark is talking about, that's expensive. Dude, he's spending 3 grand a month, and I can tell you he's not spending that much money. You're like, 3 grand a month, 36 grand a year. At max, that's more than I'm making. Yeah, Mark's not spending that much money. The good guys in PPC, 10 grand a month is piss. 10 grand a day for the big dogs. PPC is expensive. You're not there yet. That's okay. You'll get there. Cold calling, text blasting, PPL. You can use tons of different softwares. You have to ask yourself, do you want to hire VAs? So you would probably start by not hiring VAs and then probably hire VAs. I actually recommend hiring VAs sooner than later if you can get good VAs. I like to hire my own VAs and not use a one-stop shop. But if you can find a good one-stop shop that will do all for you, I think that's wonderful. I know Peter has a one-stop shop. I think he's using like Egyptian cold callers, and it seems to be doing pretty well for you. So that works. But yeah, VAs for sure are good. I like to just find them myself on onlinephilippines.com. I think that's what it's called. And just hire them myself and train them up myself. It's a little bit of work, but if you find 1 or 2 good VAs, it's game changing. You can pull them, list what's the software like, Dealmachine or X Leads or Batch Leads or if you want to maybe get a little bit better data, but it's going to cost you a lot more, is you can get the data, any of those sites, even PropWire if you want, PropStream, Propelio, not Propelio, but like Privy. You can pull the data, then you can use like skip matrix for the skip tracing option there. Text blasting, a lot of different softwares, XLeads, REI Reply, Launch Control. I haven't tried really any of them. You know, you guys tell me which one's your favorite. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive, some are just go high level clones. You guys test it out. As far as PPL though, I really like iSpeed to Lead. I haven't tried the other ones. iSpeed to Lead's been amazing. So Max, what's this going to cost me? You can do it on the cheap side for maybe like under $500 a month. But if you really want to start to scale with VAs and stuff, you're going to probably be spending $1,000, $2,000 to $3,000 on PPL, VA, text blasting all day long. That's per month. You can scale that to $100,000 a month. PPL, not really, but cold calling, texting for sure. And then the next steps, guys, are PPC and then mailers. Mailers get really pricey. So that's really, that's all wholesaling is broken down super fast. I'll make a full video on that. But if you guys have questions, scale your business with agents if you're broke. Dude, I have made so much freaking money on pocket listings. That's actually my sweet spot. So something I do want to mention is double down on what you're good at. If you don't know what you're good at, try a little bit of everything. Don't try PPC. Don't try mailers. But, you know, try door knocking, cold calling, texting, maybe some text blasting. You know, try doing some PPL with some sale leads at iSpeed to Lead that are only $29. Make sure to use the link down in the description. You know, try to do some driving for dollars. You know, try bandit signs. Like, try whatever you want. Try on market pocket listing. See what you're good at. I am just so freaking good at on market and pocket listings. I am not the best at closing PPL. I'm not the best at cold calling. I'm just not the best at those. I'm just good with on market and agents. That's where I've made my most money. Most people aren't though. It's probably because I'm a licensed agent and I've been a real estate investor for 8 years. So I just sort of speak their language and the MLS is just natural to me. But yeah, you can scale your business with agents. I'm actually coming out with a video tomorrow or Saturday, which teaches you how to build an army of agents to help you with your business. I'll show you exactly what to do. I know a lot of agent outreach. Have you considered doing GC outreach and pitching something similar to the call that you were just on? Dude, I've pitched that to some of my wholesalers and my sales agents who speak Spanish. I don't think I'm the right fit for that because I don't speak Spanish. But if you speak Spanish, building an army of GCs is freaking incredible because you have to think, guys, gardeners, guys, painters, just anyone that does work, they're going and working on houses. They could easily just slip them a business card and be like, hey, my boy Max here buys houses cash. You know, I know you may not be open to selling. Maybe you are. I see you're fixing up a few things. His house is a pain in the butt. Plumbers, you know, just hear him out for a cash offer. He's a really good guy. Guys, then each time those GCs do something for you, just throw them $1,000. Throw them some money, you know, help them out. Like, dude, buy a frick ton of business cards given to all these different guys who are contracting stuff. You will get so many deals. And I've not found anyone who's actually tried that. Yeah, I think speaking Spanish would be a huge benefit there, but it's not a must. Any other questions? But yeah, that's really how I would go about my wholesale business. Try different things. That's at least what I've learned. I would just hire a VA from South America to cold call to get around the language barrier. Dude, that's awesome. That's what Ryan Binion does. He has a South American cold caller. Most people are doing Philippines. Works great, but South American cold callers are also wonderful. I get some really good business out of Brazil. But yeah, the GC outreach for a South American cold caller, that could be phenomenal. Pull some lists of like some GCs. I don't know exactly where I'd find those. I would have to figure it out. Yellow pages. You just cold call them, be like, hey, you know, I'm buying houses, looking for deals. Anytime you find an ugly house here, I'm going to send you over 100 business cards and just pass them out to your clients. If we get any property they're open to sell, and I'll give you $1,000. And anytime I need to do any work to some of my homes, I'll use you. Sexy pitch. That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch. Thinking outside the box is really what's going to differentiate you. I feel like the reason I'm successful with wholesaling is because I'm just not taking a typical path. I'm building this wholesaling university to help my dispo company sell deals. It's like, hey, Max, we have this dispo company. We have some really good sales agents. We need more deals. So instead of hiring just more acquisition agents to go find deals, I'm like, what if I build a university, teach wholesalers how to wholesale? I don't charge them, right? It's like I give incredible free value, and then they need someone to sell the deals. They sell to me. I was thinking outside the box. And if you guys can start to figure out how you can think outside the box, you can do what everyone else is doing, and you can make a shit ton of money if you just do it better than everyone else and you work harder and you work smarter. But if you can sort of think outside the box, it helps a lot. Hey, mi hermano Max, dude, I'm Chilean, actually. My mom speaks fluent Spanish. I'm Chilean. My great grandfather was the richest man in Chile. I come from a billionaire family. Unfortunately, that wealth did not trickle down to me. I wear a dirty homeless person shirt. But my cousin, he is one of the richest men in Chile right now. And I don't see that wealth. So, hey, if you're watching this, what are you doing? Help me out here. I'm a wholesaler. I speak fluent Brazilian Portuguese. My father is a GC and I'm a loan officer who also does contracting. Brazilian Portuguese. Ooh. And I'm trying to get into wholesaling so we can flip homes. Okay, so if you're new to wholesaling, what I really recommend, you probably have 3 Bitcoins. Bitcoin's worth a lot now. I speak fluent. Okay, so if you want to get into wholesaling so we can flip homes. So yeah, one strategy you can do is like, hey, Max, I want to flip homes. I mean, yeah, you could wholesale, or you can let someone else do the wholesaling. You just buy the deal. So instead of picking them up at 75% of ARV, yeah, you're buying them closer to 78% of ARV. Okay, you're missing out on like a 3% spread. Is that time and money you're going to spend wholesaling really worth it to you, or should you just really focus on flipping homes? We sell a ton of deals. Right now I have 6. Let me see how many deals I have under contract. I have, hold on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 14 deals under contract right now. All of these deals are great deals for investors. Is it worth you spending your time and effort to go and find these deals, or is it better for you just to buy them from someone like me? That's a question you have to ask yourself. If it's not, well, then you got to, double down, figure out your wholesaling strategy. I can talk about how you should get started wholesaling. But if you really want to just flip homes, I don't know if you want to wholesale. I think you should just go buy those deals. We work really hard for the money we make. It looks glorious sometimes, but it's hard work. 6 are mine. 6 of those deals are Ryan's. Let's hope we sell some of them. Hit me up, Max, in Discord. Kevin Silva, did you DM me? I only have like 100 DMs right now. Let me see. Did you tag me? Bro. All right, hold on. Let me look at my incoming DMs, message requests. I don't think I got one from Kevin Silva. We almost have the same last name. I don't think that's me. That's you. That's Kenneth and Kevin. Yeah. Y'all take it outside of the chat. Gross. Oh, you said Kevin. Gross. Take it outside the chat. Anyways. So yeah, just you got to ask yourself that question. Is it worth you getting started wholesaling if really what you want to be is a home flipper? You can wholesale though. So what I recommend to wholesalers is, hey, wholesale a few houses. And once you think you have enough savings, you've paid off all your debt, you've learned enough about real estate investing, go buy a freaking house. Instead of wholesaling that house, buy it. I'm not saying do it on your first one. I'm not even saying do it on your 5th one, but maybe after you do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you're like, Max, I want to be a real estate investor and take the leap of faith. You probably know the game better than anyone else. So yeah, don't be scared. And then you get into a cycle. That's how Payson Morby got started. He sold hundreds of houses. And after a while, he's like, every 1 in 5 houses I wholesale, I'm gonna buy. Then he was like, every 1 in 3 houses I wholesale, I'm gonna buy. And then he was just wholesaling, no more houses. He was only buying. And that's sort of how it happens. What percentage of ARV do you sell those homes? Yeah, that's such a good question, Alfie. So let's open up a map. Here, we're going to go to Zillow and we're going to open up a map. I like how we turned the cold calling live stream into a Q&A live stream because cold calling is boring. I wasn't getting anyone on the phone. That's okay. All right, so here's the map. So here we are. Here's a map. In really good areas, Garland, Richardson, Plano. It's funny, like Garland's now a good area. These areas, like good areas, good areas, good areas, good areas. We can probably move deals from 70. I would say 80% of ARV is still a pretty good number. We used to be able to move deals above 80% of ARV, like 82%, right when the times were really strong. That's a little tough now. So I'd say 80% is really a number you can look for in good areas. But when you start to get to really shitty areas where the ARV is probably under $250,000, that's sort of how I see that. And again, this is just Dallas Fort Worth. This is not going to work in LA because you're never going to find a house under 250 grand. You're not going to find land under 250 grand. You're not going to find a porta potty under 250 grand. But when your average house is 400 grand in Dallas, Texas, and your really cheap houses are under 250K here in like the gentrified ghetto, these houses, you really, as a wholesaler, don't want to be paying over 70% of ARV. Whereas in the good areas, we can pay like 75% of ARV. Here, you want to be buying at 70% of ARV or less. And you want to actually sell them for closer to 75%. So to answer your question, Alfie, we sell deals from anywhere to 75 to 80% of ARV, typically. Now that leaves a lot of room for a flipper to make money. So if you guys want, I can walk you through some math. Actually, that could be fun. Let's do that. I'm gonna try not to choke and die. Oh, Jesus, I got cat hair. You guys can't see her. I got my cat right here. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Oh, little girl. Got my little kitty. Got my little kitty. Hi, girlies. Yeah, you've had a hard day. Let's put you back to bed. I'm gonna sneeze now and get cat hair. Don't have a cat if you're allergic to cats. Okay, so I've built a fix and flip calculator. I think this is gonna be a really cool exercise for y'all. I should probably make a full video on this though, but that's fine. What's it called? Fix and there you go. So I built this for our company. And this should actually give you a really good idea of the expenses that a buyer goes through. So as a wholesaler, it's really important for us to understand the costs that a flipper experiences. Because we're probably like, we're probably like, dude, we're selling at 80% of ARV or 75% of ARV. They're going to make so much money. No, they don't actually make that much. So whatever. Well, we're going to do this quickly. Let's say we have a 2,000 square foot house. It's a 322. I'll put that in wrong. 322. And we're going to say we have a 1960s house. So they're buying it at $300,000 and the after repair value is $425. Dude, they're going to make $125 grand max. Chill. Entry fee. So they have to pay closing costs, right? Buyers pay closing costs. That's around $3 grand. Around 1%. Repair estimates. Let's just say this is a medium cosmetic and we got to do a roof, some foundation work. These are really good prices too. They're going to be in the repair 62 grand and that would probably be cheap. This is a really sick calculator. I should probably charge like $1,000 for this thing. It's so legit. Let's say they're buying it hard money. Well, hard money, guys. 2 points, 12%. That's pretty standard now. Maybe you can get a little bit cheaper, but and let's say they can get some pretty good financing because they're experienced. So now they're getting a $300,000 loan essentially. This is their monthly loan payment. This is how much money they have to bring to the table. They have a cost of capital. I can explain all this in another video. This rehab is probably going to take them maybe, let's say 2 months. Maybe, okay, you know what? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They're fast, 45 days. It's on market for only 30 days. Takes 30 days to close. That's quick. They have taxes, insurance. They got to pay holding costs, guys. They have to pay $15,000 in holding costs while they're fixing up the house. Do you guys ever think about that? We should, as a wholesaler. Okay, let's say they sell it for $425. Well, they have to pay their listing agent. They would love to pay their listing agent 1%. But let's say they got to pay their listing agent 2%. They got to pay a buyer's agent 3%. Then they got to pay closing costs again when they sell. And then you know what? Buyers are assholes, and they're always going to want concessions. So they have to pay $5,000 in concessions. And you know what they made? They only made... Oh, they spent $30,000 on sales costs. They have $15,000 in holding costs, $30,000 in sales costs. They've brought this much money to the table. Guys, it's not as sexy as you think. And after all that, they've walked away with a $14,692 profit And our numbers are pretty conservative. And that means over 3 months, they only made $4,200 a month. You guys are going to make more of that wholesaling. If anything goes wrong, they lose money on this deal. And their ass is on the line. And that's from a $300K purchase price to a $425K ARV with about a $60K rehab. So that's why it's like, hey, you know what? We need to sell this deal. So let's quickly do the math. What would that be? What percentage of ARV are they actually buying this? Let's say it's at 425. So 425 times, let's just say it's 0.8 minus 60. That'd be 280. So they're paying a little bit more than that. What was that, 0.84? So yeah, right there, they'd be paying 0.84. And that's why, guys, it's like they can't pay 0.84, right? Because if they pay 0.84, well, they're probably going to just break even on this deal. So that's why there's a reason why we can't really sell deals that high. Hopefully this was helpful. I'll make a full video on that. Hopefully that's like opens your eyes to how expensive flipping is. This is a new calculator for the company. You guys want access to that calculator? Is that like something you guys would actually want? If that's something you want, I can include it in my new calculator suite that I'm building. Is that helpful for you guys to see how much a flipper is making? You guys tell me. If you guys think that's helpful, maybe I'll include that for you guys. No, but guys, calculator 2.0 is going to be like those calculators, but for wholesalers. It's going to be so sick. No one builds as good as calculators as I do. I promise you that. My unhealthy truth is that I'm a calculator nerd. Okay, Alfie says yes, that's helpful. Okay. Good to know. You know what? I may include that for you guys. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good that I showed you this live. I can build you a fix and flip calculator and also a rental calculator. Is that helpful? I don't think you guys need a Burr calculator. I think that's getting a little bit too complex, but maybe a rental calculator as well to see if a deal, how much a deal cash flows, if it's a good like rental. Okay, cool. We'll do that. That's why flippers should pay agents and wholesalers a salary to find their deals and sell their deals. Laugh my that's not a bad idea. Just jumping on, what lists are you guys calling? I called some expired, and I also called some pre-foreclosures. Did I? No. Some tax delinquent. But wasn't having the best luck, and I got to run to my rental property. And we just started chatting, and you guys got me distracted. I'm going to make sure I fix the volume settings for next week so you guys can hear the calls. And we'll stay here and dial for like 2 hours. I don't care. We'll make sure to get people on the phone. But unfortunately, I have to bounce here pretty shortly to go show my rental properties. But I'm here to answer questions. So what other questions do you guys have? I'm going to text my tenant right now, or the tenant that wants to see my house. Rip me some questions. Let's call this. Let me text this guy. I'm going to say, good to see the house soon. Come on, guys. Roll in the questions. I know you guys got questions. I'm happy you guys like my calculator. That thing only took me like 2 weeks to build, which is a long time. Like, it's really cool. I love my calculators. Would you mind telling us good zip codes to get deals in? Start with Dallas-Fort Worth, because that's where I am. And that's where I can help you the most. And that's where I can dispo your deals and sell your deals and lend you EMD for free and give you scripts and lists and contracts and everything you absolutely need. As far as zip codes, I don't think there's a magical zip code. I think that's full of bullshit. I think you just start hitting zip codes. The easiest zip codes are going to be the South Dallas and South Fort Worth zip codes. These, South Dallas and South Fort Worth right in here. South right, so east. Those are going to be your easiest areas just because these houses, it's pretty easy. This and this need to be bought under 100 grand. Go find me a house under 100 grand. I can sell it for 99. Done. These everywhere else starts to get a little bit more confusing. And you're like, oh my God, this is a house is 350,000. I'm a little scared. The shit boxes are usually a little bit less scared. But there's no magical zip code. Don't freaking wholesale outside of here. Once you start getting to the grasslands, you're wasting your time and you're wasting money. Don't do that. Wholesale in the concrete jungle. Land. We all love land. I just had a buyer call me. He's like, I want all your lots in South Dallas. Every single lot you have in South Dallas, send to me. I'll buy it. So yeah. Where are your calculators on? So their calculators are on the Discord. However, I've taken them off and I'm rebuilding all of them into a beautiful website, and I'm making them so much better. Because they're honestly, I've spent thousands of hours, I'm not even exactly, like literally thousands of hours building wholesale calculators from creative finance, this and that. And like to just give it away at a Google sheet in the Discord is one, doing it as disservice, and two, I don't want people going there and stealing my calculators and like, no. So I have to build it into a web app. I have to make it better. Yeah. It's too good of a product to just give away right now. Especially some of these, oh God, they're so good. I love my calculators. What other questions you guys have? Roll them in. Roll them in. I'm available to answer your questions. But yeah, we were calling with some Dealmachine numbers. Tax 287 leads. Most of these are DNC. Who wants? You guys want this list? Here, I'll give away this list. You guys want the list? Let me export this list. I mean, we have so many lists on the Discord, so I don't know why you literally hop into the Discord, guys. Forgot to mention, I just skip trace like 30,000 leads for you guys. So in the Discord, you go to public lists. These are literally like 30, like here's a pre-foreclosure ugly house list. Like, dude, look at this thing. I feel like you guys don't even use them. Look at this. It costs me money and time. It's like 5,500 leads in Dallas. I mean, that's just Dallas. I have Tarrant County. I probably should have started the video by saying that. Like, here's another 8,000 leads in Tarrant County. Like, they're all skip traced, guys. Like, call them. So I guess there's no point in giving you guys this list. I give you guys away thousands of numbers for free anyways. I'm going to start to have to, I'm going to put this behind a paywall. There's no way. It's like you guys don't appreciate the free lists. Come on. I would have died for this when I started wholesaling. Which calculator? Soon. Calculators are coming out soon. You guys really want the calculators? Jeez. I'm working on it, guys. I have developers building them. They're making it look pretty for you guys. Has anything awesome happened? No, now that you're here, awesome things are happening. No, nothing awesome has happened. Actually, you know what? Olivia, you missed a super cool tutorial on how much it costs to fix and flip a house. So I'll make a full video on it. But I walked them through my fix and flip calculator. And I showed them exactly why we need to buy deals not at 82 or 4, 6, or 8% of ARV for buyers, but why buyers cannot really pay over 80% of ARV. So yeah, you missed that. Yes, the list has the numbers, Bianca. Look at this. Well, actually, where are the numbers? The numbers are there somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. There's the phone numbers. Now, some of these are going to be DNC, but there's a phone number. 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 Like, literally, there's thousands of phone numbers. Get this shit away for free. I shouldn't. I need to stop doing this stuff. So yeah, get in there and just take advantage of while it's available. What are the questions? Tenant has not answered me, so I'm not going to leave the house yet. Guys, owning properties is it's a difficult life. I'll be honest. It sounds like, oh, you own properties. You're so, guys, it's tough. My house flooded for a second time. And I'm fixing that up. It's on a $750 plumbing bill. I have a mold remediation company that just charged me or wants to bid me $4,500. Then I have to redo carpets and sheetrock, which my guy's I'm probably gonna blow $1,000 on. Yay! And I just spent $20,000 on PVC plumbing. Yay! Properties. But I'm buying another house. I should be closing here on the 23rd, so in 11 days. Let's go. And I'm actually in the current process of burying one of my properties out in Fort Worth. So that's super cool. So I bought my first house when I was 18, bought my second house when I was 20, and then I went on a 5-year sobriety binge. I didn't buy houses for a while. Should have. I just didn't, I just wasn't involved. I was focusing on other things, focusing on other investments, and now I'm back trying to buy more properties. Is it the best time to buy real estate? No. Prices are overvalued, but if you find a good deal, you got to jump on it. So I bought a really good cash deal out in Fort Worth that I'm going to fix up rent, refinance, and repeat. And that's called a burr. I'm going to buy it. I bought it for 65. I'm going to probably put like 25K of work in it, you know, be in it. Hopefully I'm actually going to be in it more than that. I also have some lawsuits I got to deal with. So anyways, but after all said and done, I'm going to refinance and hopefully I can get my money out. So I'll be in the property, no money. So it's like, Max, you bought a house for no money. And then it should, you know, be able to cash flow a few $100. So it's a really cool way, not super creative because you have to go and get a loan, but it's a semi-creative way, I guess you could say, to buy real estate with no money if you do your burr right. Burrs suck with the high interest rates right now. So I'm waiting on rates to come down. The house out, the next one I'm buying in Dallas, if we do close, is a seller finance deal. Stay tuned. Walkthroughs and more coming. I'm going to start doing a lot of like in real life videos on those. Did you say stay away from Garland? Frick no. Garland's my favorite market. Go to Garland and buy everything there. Everyone loves Garland. When I moved to Dallas 8 years ago, Garland was the ghetto. It was like, don't go to Garland. Don't go to Garland. Now it's like everyone wants Garland. So Garland's solid. Garland is good. Garland is good. That's an understatement. Garland is good. All right, y'all. Any other questions? Sweet. Thank you. Have a great night. Well, thank you, Bianca. It's really nice of you. So what other light? Tomorrow we'll probably, I'm going to come out with the iSpeed Lead PPL review. We're going to come out with how to build an army of agents. I recorded a lot of other videos. Is there any specific videos you guys want to see? My final question for you guys. Any specific videos you guys want to see? I'll make them. I got the studio to make it. So yeah, well, we didn't hit any super money on the calls yet. We gotta sit here longer for a couple hours and just dial away. So next Thursday, I'll make sure to have everything set up and we'll sit here and dial. Dial. It's gonna be boring. Like you guys gonna listen to me in the background. Like put it in the background. Specific videos, guys. You guys want to do the calls with me next week? Someone jump on you? Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to be alone talking. So that's what we'll do. Olivia, a few other people can come up here. We can all chat. And then if I get someone on the line, it's like everything stops. Coolios. All right. Is this guy gonna answer? Please, I need a tenant. I have 2 vacancies. Please. If anyone's looking for affordable housing in Dallas, Texas, a very safe neighborhood, you know, less than $1,000 for rent, and you want to live with other young adults, students, hit me up. I got two bedrooms available. Are you live? I should be live every day, but I forget. But Tuesday and Thursday for sure. I go live on YouTube, and then sometimes I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I should do that more. For MLS Mondays, Creative Wednesdays, Comping Fridays, but I just tend to forget. But 2025 resolution, I'm not going to miss those. Overcoming seller objections at low. Yeah, I needed to work on that. So that's a great idea for a video, is overcoming seller objections. For me, it's just like a natural conversation I have, but yeah, I'm sure there's some things that I can put into a helpful little video tips. That's really good. Thank you for that. I wish the stream wasn't 6-second delayed. Come on, StreamYard. No more questions, y'all? Everything's good? Wonderful. Well, I'm going to jump off this and then go work on calculators. So I appreciate all of you. Cool. Wonderful. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. We're gonna get this fine-tuned, so next Thursday is insane. All right. See you later. How about buying big houses to rent for co-living? I sort of do that with student housing. Hit me up on that, Alfie. Hit me up on that. We can talk about that.